I'm Carla Hansel, Curator of Contemporary Art at the Mint Museum. The Queen Charlotte painting was created in 1762 by Sir Allan Ramsay. It was created as a coronation portrait of Queen Charlotte. This particular painting came into the collection in 1970, and it's been within the collection for the past 40 years. It's really one of the iconic paintings within our collection and serves also as a symbol for the city of Charlotte. The idea for the commissioning of the Ken Aptekar piece came about actually in 2007 when we knew that the contemporary collection would be moving to the Mint Museum Uptown, and I wanted to have a piece within the collection that would link the Uptown location with the Mint Museum at Randolph. And one of the most iconic paintings within our collection is the Allan Ramsay painting of Queen Charlotte. I wanted to have a contemporary interpretation of that painting created for the Mint Museum Uptown. Ken Aptekar is an artist that I've worked with for the last 15 years. His process is very much collaborative. He likes to interview a diverse group of people to get their insights and views about a particular historical work. In Ken's words, he likes to make the pictures talk back.
I'd like you to tell me what you really don't like about this painting.
But the thing I have not liked about it is that it has never seemed to me that it was her.
It was really her.
Yeah.
Based on what you knew about her,
right,
from reading about her.
Right.
He feels that as people look at the painting and talk about it, consider what particular aspects of the painting appeals to them most, it brings the painting to life. And he takes those comments very seriously and actually inscribes them onto glass panels that he then affixes to the new paintings that he creates. After meeting with the discussion groups in Charlotte, Ken Aptekar went back to his studio and began to conceptualize the 6 panels that would become the painting's Charlotte, Charlotte. One of the panels is rendered in almost monochromatic tones of gray, and the text that's inscribed on the glass is black, white, or other. And this was Ken Aptekar's way of dealing with the notion of Queen Charlotte's background, and also in contemporary terms of how we have to characterize ourselves and what our background is. The next panel is titled Take My Hand, and it's a fragment of the original Queen Charlotte painting. It shows her hand against a very luxurious fabric, but as you look at that hand, you notice that it's very young. And within the discussion groups, people pointed out about her vulnerability and the notion that she probably did need some guidance and wanted friends. The next panel is inscribed with the word immigrant, and it has a painting of a flower, and actually the flower was named for the region that Queen Charlotte came from, and it speaks to the notion that she was a transplant to England, had to move to England as she married King George, and actually helped establish some of the botanical gardens in London. The panel that's rendered in red, white, and blue and features a crown is inscribed with the text Queen of the Enemy. This is because Charlotte, shortly after she became Queen of England, became the enemy of the colonies because we went to war against England. The panel that's inscribed with the text, "Oh yeah, she is," came from a direct quote out of a discussion group. Part of the discussion that was taking place was the notion about Queen Charlotte's ancestry and the notion that a line of her ancestry did have roots in Northern Africa. The final panel is the culmination of the discussion group. The text that's inscribed is yours, theirs, ours. It was Ken Aptekar's way of saying that Queen Charlotte really belongs to all of us. As we look at the Queen Charlotte painting today, we consider, who does she belong to? Do we embrace her as an image, an icon for this city? What is the historical significance of Queen Charlotte, and what relevance does she have today?